first, let's dive into the mysterious green skies. Have you ever noticed how before the stormy weather takes place, there is a strange emerald hue about the sky? This peculiar but fascinating phenomenon is often experienced before severe events such as tornadoes and thunderstorms. The sight can be both captivating and eerie, and to the untrained eye it may even be mistaken as a signal of alien invasions. But rest assured, it is not the mark of extraterrestrial interference but rather a natural play of atmospheric elements. The intriguing greenish glow is in fact product of our atmosphere's composition, which is a complex layer of various gases and particles. When sunlight, a blend of all visible colors, travels through these layers, it encounters a process known as refraction. To simplify, refraction is the bending of sunlight as it passes through different mediums. Color in the sunlight has a different wavelength, and these wavelengths bend differently when they pass through various substances. As storm clouds fill the sky, they carry with them large amounts of water and ice particles. These storm clouds, being denser than the usual clear sky, can distort the sunlight even more. The refraction of sunlight when it passes through these heavily laden storm clouds can often produce interesting visual effects. The most spellbinding of these effects is the transformation of the sky into an emerald green stage. Peculiar greenish glow is a result of the short wavelength green light being refracted or bent more than other colors. This green light then gets scattered and dispersed throughout the sky, giving it an eerie, otherworldly appearance. So, while it might seem like an alien invasion, it's merely a fascinating demonstration of the relationship between sunlight and our atmosphere. It's a spectacle of nature, a vivid reminder of the intricate and dynamic world we live in, and when storm clouds laden with water and ice fill the sky, they can refract the sunlight in a way that produces a greenish glow. Next on our list is the phenomenon known as raining animals. A truly surreal spectacle that sounds straight out of a science fiction tale, yet it's very real and documented in various parts of the world. Baffling inhabitants and visitors alike, this phenomenon can be as mind-boggling as it is terrifying. The concept itself of animals precipitating from the sky seems too far-fetched even for the most wildly imaginative minds. But guess what? It happens, and more frequently than you might think. Our focus now shifts to the small town of Yoro, nestled in the heartland of Honduras. It's a quaint and picturesque location not unlike hundreds of other small towns scattered across the heart of Central America. However, Yoro has an intriguing uniqueness. It hosts one of the most fascinating meteorological phenomena on the planet, known locally as lluvia de peces, or rain of fish. Each year the residents of Yoro witness an incredible spectacle. The sky darkens, the wind picks up, and a torrential downpour begins. But it's not just water that falls from the heavens. To the sheer amazement of observers, hundreds of live fish descend alongside the raindrops, creating a wet and squirming carpet that covers streets and fields. This isn't any folktale or exaggerated local lore. It's a real and recurrent event that has been reported and documented by scientists and explorers over the years. But how can such a bizarre event occur? Scientifically, the most widely accepted explanation hinges on the principle of waterspouts. In simple terms, a waterspout is akin to a tornado, but occurring over a body of water. It is powerful enough to suck up lightweight sea creatures from the water's surface. These marine inhabitants are then carried by the storm clouds and eventually deposited over land when the waterspout dissipates or makes landfall. In the case of Yoro, these lightweight creatures are fish that, to the wonderment of many, rain down from the sky. In the frosty realms of the Arctic and Antarctic, we encounter a phenomenon known as diamond dust. Marvel at this spectacle of nature, as unique as the polar areas themselves. This occurrence is not a precious gemstone that one might naturally associate with the term diamond dust. Instead, it is a meteorological event peculiar to these regions that experience extreme sub-zero temperatures. The diamond dust phenomenon is essentially a ground-level cloud, but it is not any ordinary cloud. It is a cloud composed of a multitude of tiny ice crystals. This might make you wonder what's so about these ice crystals. So let's delve deeper into this fascinating natural spectacle. These ice crystals are not just regular shards of frozen water, they are intricate and delicate formations of ice that have crystallized in the frigid polar atmosphere, each crystal unique and beautiful in its own way, a testament to nature's ability to create art in the most unexpected places. When the radiant sun finally deigns to shine on these countless crystals that are scattered across the expanse of the polar regions, truly magical happens. The sunlight, almost as if on a mission to create beauty in this desolate, stark and white landscape, hits the crystals. The result is an enchanting spectacle that is sure to render anyone who witnesses it utterly spellbound. The light dances on each particle, causing them to sparkle and shimmer in a display that is nothing short of mesmerizing. The polar regions, normally characterized by their stark white landscape, are suddenly transformed into a stage for this mesmerizing dance of light and ice, creating an ethereal spectacle, a symphony of sparkles against the backdrop of the white wilderness. The sight is something akin to millions of diamonds scattered across the landscape, shining, shimmering and sparkling brilliantly, hence the name diamond dust. This creates a magical spectacle against the stark white backdrop of the polar regions. On rare occasions, people have the chance to witness blood rain. This fascinating and somewhat eerie atmospheric phenomenon, although not common, is one that has captured the imaginations of both scientists and laypeople alike throughout history. It's a spectacle that has been chronicled in the annals of science, folklore, and literature, leaving an indelible mark on human thought and culture. But what is blood rain? The term evokes images of crimson drops, an otherworldly downpour that could be straight out of a fantasy novel or horror film. Yet the reality is far less supernatural and far more scientifically intriguing. It's not, despite the evocative moniker, real blood that's raining down from the skies. Instead, blood rain is a term used rain that falls with a reddish or brownish hue, a curious discoloration that gives the phenomenon its name. What causes this strange occurrence? The answer lies within the realms of climatology and geology. It's usually caused by dust or sand particles from deserts being picked up by winds and mixed with clouds. These particles, borne aloft by the force of the wind, can travel great distances, swept up into the atmosphere where they mingle with the water droplets in clouds. These tiny particles or sand, rich in iron oxide, are what give the blood rain its characteristic color. As they mix with the water droplets in the clouds, they impart their reddish or brownish hue to the raindrops. When this tainted rain finally descends, it paints a striking picture, a scene of rain seemingly transformed into blood. Yet, despite its ominous name, blood rain is a harmless phenomenon. It does not pose any threat to human health or the environment. In fact, it's an interesting manifestation of the interplay between various natural elements: the wind, the desert, the clouds, and the rain. It's a testament to the sheer complexity and beauty of our planet's weather systems, presenting us with a spectacle that's as captivating as it is puzzling. Indeed, blood rain is a term for rain that falls with a reddish or brownish hue. It's usually caused by dust or sand particles from deserts being picked up by winds and mixed with clouds, coloring the rainfall as it descends. Lastly, we embark upon a mystical journey into the peculiar world of fire rainbows. This term, gifted with a touch of the dramatic, tends to conjure images of blazing infernos skirting across the sky. However, despite such a fiery name, truth is, these magnificent spectacles have absolutely nothing to do with fire. Instead, the official moniker for these phenomena is the somewhat more scientific circumhorizontal arcs, an esoteric term that hints at the geometric and meteorological processes involved in their creation. These are, in fact, optical wonders that only occur under specific, often rare circumstances. These phenomena are birthed when the sun, the celestial body that governs our days, is perched high in the vast expanse of the sky. At this position, the sun's rays are directly overhead. The sun, in all its majestic brilliance, bathes the earth in its warming glow. It is this radiance, this light, that plays a crucial role in the birth of circumhorizontal arcs. But the sunlight alone isn't enough. The dance of the fire rainbows comes alive only when the sunlight refracts, or bends, as it passes through tiny, flat, hexagonal ice crystals. These ice crystals are typically found in high-altitude cirrus clouds, the wispy, thin veils that often paint the sky in the most fantastic of hues. The light, as it refracts through these tiny prisms of ice, is split into its constituent colors. These colors then spread out, creating a stunning spectral display that makes the sky look as if it's been painted by the hand of a divine artist. The result is a breathtaking rainbow-like band of colors. This band, with its ethereal beauty, tinged with colors of the rainbow, creates a spectacle that looks like it is ablaze, as if it's on fire. Lastly, it is this striking display of nature's pyrotechnics, a stunning rainbow-like band that gives the impression as if it is set on fire. The breathtaking sight, the play of light and colors, the beauty of the fire rainbows, truly makes one believe in the magic of nature. In summary, the world is full of strange and wonderful weather phenomena. Mother Earth showcases an impressive range of natural spectacles that constantly baffle, intrigue, and enthrall us. Some of the most notable among these are the green skies that appear before a storm. It's a beautifully eerie sight to behold, like some green-hued magic being cast upon us. These shades of emerald and mint are often the harbingers of powerful thunderstorms, but they also add a surreal touch to the world around us. Then come the animal rainfalls, a phenomenon as bizarre as it sounds, that has bewildered scientists and common folk alike. Frogs, fish, and spiders have been reported to rain down from the sky, surprising the inhabitants below with a shower of living creatures. It's an event that seems straight from a fantasy novel, yet it happens in reality. Diamond dust, on the other hand, is an ethereal spectacle predominantly observed in polar regions. It's like a scene from a fairy tale, with minute ice crystals floating in the air, refracting the sunlight into a myriad of sparkling prisms. It's a sight that could easily inspire awe and wonder in anyone lucky enough to witness it. Blood rain is another amazing spectacle by the infusion of desert dust particles in rain, painting the sky and everything beneath it with a surreal tinge of red. This phenomenon has been known to turn everything from buildings to vehicles a peculiar shade of crimson, creating an almost apocalyptic sight. Fire rainbows, despite their ominous name, are nothing but beautiful. These are not really rainbows, nor do they have anything to do with fire. Rather, these are circumhorizontal arcs, a rare atmospheric phenomenon resulting from the perfect alignment of ice crystals suspended in the clouds and the angle of the sun. So, the next time find yourself marveling at the vibrant green sky or you witness a peculiar rain, remember that it's not the end of the world, rather it's our fascinating weather at play. Who knows, perhaps you'll be fortunate enough to witness the spectacle of a fire rainbow or the sparkle of diamond dust someday. Until then, keep looking upwards and retain your curiosity about the world around you. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the world's most bizarre atmospheric phenomena.